Welcome to the Replay Podcast, which is recorded for April 24th,
Yes.
2017.
Yeah, you'll be getting this on Monday.
Yes. I am your host for today, Joel Rinke, and joining me, as always, is...
Mitch Drake.
And
Jordan Sellers.
Wonderful.
Excellent. All right. Coming up in the news, or the show this week, for the topics, we have a lot of star-related topics.
Really only two.
Well, three if you look... Oh, okay, two if you look at it. We got StarCraft has gone free to play. There's some Star Wars news on the new game that's out. Or coming out, I mean. Star Wars The Last Jedi. We've got Disney as well. Wonder Boy and
G2A.
G2A
news,
Under Fire, yes. But first, what have we all been playing?
What have I been playing this
Also,
week?
okay, we'll
It's
start
been a
with you.
weird week
We'll
for
go
me
with you, Jordan, then.
because
You said Battlefield. Is that
yeah,
one
I
of the
played
things?
Battlefield a little bit at the start of this week when I got back from Caloundra.
Yeah.
Yes. My phone is loud.
Thought we turned that off.
No.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, other than that, like I haven't been playing much at all this week now that I think about it.
I remember you saying earlier today you bought something recently off G2A.
Yeah, I bought A Tale of Two Sons.
Oh, Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, because
For Xbox
I built-
or Steam?
for Steam, my friend who I just helped him build his PC earlier this week, and yeah, he said that's a good game that he had, and it was only like $3 on Steam. So I was like, oh, okay, if it's co-op and we can play it together, I'll get it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's really good, actually.
So have you been playing that?
I haven't played it yet. No, I downloaded it last night.
So you're
And
ready to
and
play.
I discovered last night my internet's finally flicked over to the NBN.
Oh, man.
Wonderful.
So jealous.
It's not really that exciting.
There's no major difference, you notice?
I used to get about 13 megabits a second, which I think was the peak performance for us was 15.
Oh, wow.
And I think now I'm getting 23. So it's added about 10.
It's a bit of a step up.
Yeah, and I can my upload speed's gone up now as well,
That's
which is
ooh.
nice. 4 megabits a second upload.
Wow.
Terrible.
How exciting.
Terrible. You, Mitch?
Me. Well, last Thursday, Friday was my birthday, so I got a bunch of video games. And I had received Elder Scrolls Online.
You're pointing that as
Yeah, sorry. Turn Jordan's mic down just a touch.
Is it really? Okay.
I got Elder Scrolls Online and Destiny
Yeah.
for the Xbox. I also got myself The Witcher 3 and I think that's it. Yeah.
Which one have you been playing the most?
He's got a full-on week.
I have had a full on week. And Jordan also bought me Insurgency
What
for
is it? What
PC.
is that game?
for PC. It's like an intense war shooter.
It's super realistic.
Like, you have your gun. You
One
don't have
shot
a...
is death.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very real.
Except for the enemies, which is 2 shots.
Oh,
You're going to give some difficulty, I guess.
it depends where you hit them.
Yes.
All right.
And there's no reticle, you have to use iron sights or scopes.
Is there a HUD or anything?
There's like a HUD at the bottom that says you got 5 clips left,
Okay.
and that's it.
Is it like one of those games where if you shoot, say, 15 bullets out of 30 and you reload,
You lose the
rest-
clip.
Your entire clip's gone?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I hate it because I'm so used to reloading
So
constantly.
Yeah.
I just play on single shot because that usually does the job. Just like, he's dead. He's dead.
It's great fun though. I played the tutorial.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to play it.
No, we will play it
So
together.
it's co-op?
Multiplayer, is it?
Yeah, it's on sale at the moment, Joel.
I think I might get it then.
Yeah, you
I'll
should.
join you in that one.
And I was surprised that my computer could run it. It can't run it well. I'm on all the lower settings.
Oh, really?
But
I was worried
it's-
about that. I was like,
And if you're running, his hand sometimes goes,
oh,
which is again audio podcast. I'm doing a visual representation.
No one can see what you're doing.
There's lag in the animation of the player character.
Oh, right.
But I'm really back onto Elder Scrolls. I'm loving it. Right. I played Skyrim almost constantly when I got it, and I haven't had it. I only got it on the PS3. I haven't got it on the remastered or anything yet, so I have not been able to play it. I picked this up. It's exactly the same, except it's what I always wanted as a kid, which was like multiplayer Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
I'm not playing with anyone. I'm just like, oh,
You have the option to play with someone.
see, yeah, I don't play MMOs with people because often people don't like to play MMOs with me. Not because I'm bad with it. I just no one seems to be interested.
Yep.
And when I was playing it, I like going around and doing the dungeons, and then there's like other people running around, and I can go help them kill stuff. Kill stuff. And Destiny's very much the same thing. When you go on your missions, you have to fight through all those. The Fallen is where I'm up to.
Yep.
And you get like level 40s come in dancing and just kill everything with one shot. I'm like, okay. And then
So-
when I get to the locked off dungeon areas,
Can you
like,
just confirm something for me with Destiny, seeing as you just started playing it?
yes.
There is no Dinklebot whatsoever.
No, it's just a new voice actor.
It's Nolan North as a voice actor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. Like, it's not special.
down.
It is a
What?
step down.
Like, Nolan North is really good, but
Peter
that-
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, man, come on.
It made more sense to have Peter Dinklage.
Well, at the start, I guess. It was nice to have him at the start. It
How,
was
how do you
good.
think Peter Dinklage feels about that now?
I wonder actually
They
what that
just
story
patched-
is. We should have
just
a look at it.
patched him out completely.
Well, there must have been some conflict with him.
There must have been
doing
some.
the
Oh,
voice
it's probably
acting.
because they wanted him to keep coming in and
To-
doing like new
he's doing-
dialogue and stuff.
yeah.
He was like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Too busy doing Game of Thrones or whatever.
Yeah, and that makes sense. And I get that. You should have had him as like the intro thing, and then maybe your ghost gets replaced in the DLC.
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess since your ghost is what revived you and made you alive now, if your ghost died, you would probably die? I don't know what the lore is surrounding that.
No, I think they just revive you somehow.
But I think they're partnered with you once they revive you.
Yeah.
Because
like,
that's how he sticks with you throughout the entire
Yeah.
game.
you exist because he's alive,
Yeah.
and now you're alive too. I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah.
And then I won't go into The Witcher 3 yet because I want to give my full I actually want to review this game.
Yeah?
Like, I've been streaming myself and I'm playing it on Beam, and I'm like,
Are you getting many people watching?
I had
Or-
one.
One, you start with one, then you
Yeah.
get more from that point on.
But it's really annoying because I went from last week being so keen to do the rare replay stuff and finishing that, and now I've got 3 new extremely long games. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Switch is a long game from what I've heard.
Yeah. Well,
Really, really, really
yeah, it
long.
took me a while to finish the.
and what about
the
you? What have
story.
you been playing?
So I've been tossing it between 2 games at the moment.
Yeah.
On the 18th, Infinity Ward's new Zombies map came out.
Yeah.
The Shaolin Shuffle. The 1970s kung
Yeah,
fu
I
flick
saw-
zombies type of thing.
I saw the poster for it. It was
gosh.
just terrifying.
It looked great. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it. And then I've just been doing that, and I've been like for the past couple of days, I've been just following like the Easter egg and how to do the Easter egg and how people have done it. They've solved it already in just 2 days. The Easter egg's been completed, every single part of it,
Wow.
which is really quick.
Yeah. How long does it usually take? Is it usually that quick? Or
Well, you know, Easter eggs are supposed to be something challenging that takes you quite a while to get there, but no, definitely not. It's
Have you yourself found the Easter egg?
I completed it this morning. The
Oh,
Easter egg.
good.
It took me probably an hour to do, but that's because everyone else had completed.
And
it
you now know
beforehand.
what to do.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the Easter egg is kind of challenging in some way. You have to like decode a Morse code message with like 3 numbers, and you got to find something else, and you got to these angelic numbers like letters to spell out something on a. It was very complicated.
Right.
Okay. But it only took you an hour.
Yeah.
Were you
yeah.
playing by yourself or did you have your friends helping
Just
you?
myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never really got into Easter eggs that much when I was originally gaming. Like the only game I really did it with was Halo. I think Halo 3.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Is everything okay?
I just hear noises. I hear
Oh,
noises like
was it
the-
me doing that?
No, the staticky noises that you like hear from like a phone call type of thing.
Oh, okay. That didn't...
Yeah, something over here. I was just like, okay, is that
gonna
probably
throw
me?
my-
Probably me.
airplane
And
mode. Just
the other
in
one
case.
is the other one is the Wild 8, which I spoke to you guys.
Yeah,
about.
you
The
were telling
Wild 8.
Yes.
I haven't even
the
heard of
title
this game.
has me like curious. What is
Okay.
this mystery game?
So it's a horror survival type
Actually,
game.
I think I may have
Horror?
looked into this.
kind of in
You're
a way.
playing a horror.
It's kind of a horror.
How are you sleeping, Joel?
Well, it was recommended by a friend. Like he asked every single one of us to get it, and he was like,
It's an 8-player survival game?
Yes. The
What?
Wild 8 players. So there's 8 characters you can choose from at the start that all
Yep.
do different things. Whether you want,
Is one like a cowboy?
I'm
Like a
not.
McCree sort of individual?
There are other types of cowboys.
No, I swear when I looked into this game, I saw a guy like that. But
I'm
never
not
mind.
sure.
Okay.
But they have different things like more. You gather more, or you do more damage, or cold resistance. But it's a survival game where you need to manage your hunger, the cold, your heat resistance to survive, and the wildlife that's amongst the entire place.
Oh, so it's a bit like
In my mind, I see it as like it's like the forest,
Yeah, or like a Rust kind of thing.
but it's like a polygon style. So I see kind of a Minecraft type of thing,
That's coming back, isn't it? That weird polygon like PS1 era graphics.
and it looks very nice. It looks great.
Yeah.
If you've seen it, you've seen it, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm struggling to remember it right now. Though. I just remember the title card thing, like
Yeah.
on Steam.
But it's early access.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it was only $20, and we all just got it, and we all just played, and it's really it's horror because
Is it horror or is it spooky?
I want to say horror because there's a creature. There's just one of the stories like it happened a couple days ago when my mate and I were playing, and the quest is we have to cross a bridge, and we start to get to the end, but it's barricaded and like quarantined off,
Oh, okay.
and then all of a sudden we hear this loud thundering roar from across the bridge. And then all of a sudden, this pink glow starts glowing from the other side, and the quest updates and it just says, "Run, just run back."
Oh,
We're like, "What?
okay.
What?" So I start running back, but my mate stays to see what goes on, and he says he saw this big demonic black ghost type thing come towards him, and that's when he started running.
yeah. I think anyone would at that point.
yeah.
It almost sounds like you're telling a real life story there.
So I get to the end, and he's like, "Dude, oh my god, dude."
You wouldn't believe what I just saw, man.
I'm like, I didn't see anything. What did you see? But that's Wild 8. That's horror.
Yeah.
And,
Did you guys
I might have to add it to my wish list.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm definitely adding it to my wish list. Does it run well on your computer?
it runs relatively fine. I suppose there's some kind of like
A bit of lag?
FPS drops.
Okay.
But it's like nothing significant that I can't play the game. But
Yeah.
it's good.
So it can drop down to like maybe 22.
Is
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, there's some points in the game, but no, it runs just fine for me.
Wow.
It's a good game.
Only available on Steam though.
Early access.
Yeah, that's true.
New game. Looks great. Recommend it. Definitely
Okay.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to give it a go.
That's what I've been playing.
Fantastic. Well, we've got what did we say? A star-studded
Yes. Star-studded episode.
So Star podcast here.
StarCraft has gone free to play this week.
Congratulations to them.
I'm very happy with that. Like,
Did you pick it up?
yes, definitely.
Okay.
I'm
You
scared
spoke
of them.
about this last week, didn't
We
you?
did.
Briefly.
We spoke about the remastering.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we know, as if you didn't catch last week because we weren't able to live stream it, StarCraft is being remastered and repackaged to kind of, I don't want to say replace, but kind of compete with StarCraft 2 in terms of like an online multiplayer space.
Right.
This is what the impression I'm getting, where it's like StarCraft 2's dropped off. It's nowhere near as popular as other MOBAs at the moment, so they're trying to push and bring StarCraft back into the forefront of people's minds. So they're going to completely redo it and make it like StarCraft 2, where it's got competitive mode, it's got ranking, it's got everything,
Yeah.
right? It was StarCraft being originally released in 1998. It's been quite a while. You had still been able to purchase it through Blizzard's like retro game store, where you can get Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3 for what was it, like $15-20 a pop. But it's gone free to play. But this isn't like free to play where you get the first one for free, then you have to buy the expansion or something like that. It's all free. You install it, it updates, everything is done. Like,
Okay. Wow.
you should go home and do this kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw it when you sent us a picture of you downloading it, and I was like, oh, I should probably get that. It's free. Like, why not? I just didn't follow through.
You should. I mean, it looks terrible by today's standards.
Yeah.
But from the Jordan Triangle,
I was listening to you talk about my triangle last week, and I was like, I say this every time. I need to revise this so badly.
it's fine.
Your triangle's locked in. That is the new rating system of the show. Jordan's rating system triangle.
So the thing that makes me feel a bit iffy about this is, how do you think? What's the purpose of doing this?
What, just
From
giving us a game for free?
Giving StarCraft, one of Blizzard's most popular games, away for free.
Yeah.
Not giving away the other two, like Warcraft 3 and Diablo 2. What do you think they're doing this for, right before the remastered?
Well, obviously they're trying to generate interest back into StarCraft
Yeah.
to get people to hopefully buy the remastered. They're
But
probably
if I've got
worried,
this for free, I'm not going to buy the remastered. I've got the game. It's fine.
but it's not the same game.
No, it's not. That's very true.
So is StarCraft remastered of the original one that they've just put out. For
Yes.
Okay.
So they're remastering this game from nearly 20 years ago.
Yeah. Nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
I
Next
think-
year it will be 20 years.
I think they're going to be doing exactly what you said. I think they're trying to generate more interest in StarCraft again.
Yep.
Because if StarCraft is slowly dying and not going to be that popular,
Yeah.
I suppose this will give some hype to the new remaster.
True, but it's not going to give hype. So the remastered isn't going to draw new players, I don't think. Because they're releasing this for free, and I'm going to use Jordan as an example because I know you haven't played StarCraft.
No, I have not.
So this is free.
Yeah.
If you're going to get it, your first impression on the StarCraft universe is going to be graphics from 20 years ago, 4x3 and poor audio.
True.
That's not going to encourage you to buy the
No, it's-
look at this game, isn't it great? You could have it better if you paid.
yeah.
Like it's really bizarre.
But it could give you some ways, and like game is free. But if you really enjoyed this game, you could get the same game, but it is just slightly better,
Yeah,
or is 100% better. Because if they're revamping the graphics, and
it's
just
gonna
making it-
look like StarCraft 2. It's gonna look better than StarCraft 2.
if they're doing that, then that would give more interest to more people who actually enjoyed the classic, I guess.
How do you feel about this whole because we're gonna get into it a bit later, but how do you feel about this kind of revisiting and remastering of games?
It's the whole thing. It's like with the movies that we spoke about.
Yeah.
Remastered movies, remastered games.
It's just weird from Blizzard.
I guess. To me, I feel like I see it as it's just hitting people who are nostalgic with the game,
Yeah,
and
Yep.
that's the target audience. But if remastered comes, that'll give more people, like if it's better graphics and all that stuff than StarCraft 2,
yeah.
it might give some interest to people who haven't played StarCraft before.
So it goes back on the reaffirmation that graphics are important to people.
Yes, in some way.
Okay.
If graphics are bad, it just hits the nostalgic people.
So you're paying for graphics. This practically proves that you're paying for graphics.
Well, that's what everyone
Pretty
wants
much.
from remastered, right?
Yeah, better Well, again, they just want to be able to play it on their system.
Yeah.
I don't believe remastering is for people that want better graphics. It's for people that want to play a game that they loved when they were a kid on their current system.
and the graphics are just a plus.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because nearly all of them have the hit the back button and you've got the old graphics.
I've not. You say that, but I haven't seen any games.
You
Like,
own
Halo.
one of them.
the
Halo.
only one I've that's the only one that I know that has it. That's it. What other games can you hit back and change?
What other
into-
remastered games have you played?
Gears of War.
Yeah? Remastered? Was that remastered or just re-released?
No, it was remastered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I think that might be a bit of an age difference then. I
that's
think.
the only other remastered game I can think of that I've played. Anyway,
Well, I know that Wonder Boy does that, and I know that Voodoo Vince does that.
oh yeah,
So I think it's about that Xbox era that cut off where it went from really polygony to
yeah,
modern.
yeah.
I don't know.
So you say anything before Xbox original
yeah.
is getting remastered?
If it
Or-
gets remastered, it'll have that option, the nostalgic option,
yeah,
which I feel that sounds about right.
It does sound about right. Nostalgic is what we want. Like, if we want to feel like you said, and we want to play the older games on the newer consoles.
Also, it could be a thing like, I'll take Gears of War as an example. Someone who had a PlayStation instead of an Xbox, and now 10 years later has an Xbox One.
They wanna play those games.
They never got to play them, and they had heard everyone talking about them
Yep.
when they were kids and stuff. And yeah,
So how
maybe that gives
does-
them the opportunity to play it?
Do you have that kind of feeling surrounding the StarCraft remastered?
No.
But is it because it's a PC game?
I think it's
Generally,
because it's an RTS game.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm familiar with vaguely what kind of genre this is going to be. And if it's top down, it's going to be really hard to convince me.
Oh, you should get it, and we'll play it, and we'll get Adam to play it as well.
We'll see it. Like, have you played Halo Wars?
Yes. I played.
I want to say it's kind of like that. in the
It's very
same vein.
similar, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't like Halo
Except
Wars?
I don't think you'll be able to use a controller with this, so
no,
that might
no,
cut
definitely
you
No
back.
controller support for a game 20 years ago? What were they doing?
Daniel Salerno just said we're getting him through his last part of his shift.
Oh, cool. That's good. That's lovely. He said a few weeks ago he was listening and ended up getting his whole office listening.
Oh no.
to our show.
Oh, excellent.
No, that's terrible.
Well, excellent. It's not terrible.
If they could like the page, that'd be great. Well, Joel, you've played StarCraft.
Yes.
And-
StarCraft 2. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will you pick this up?
Look, I'd probably pick it up just because, yes, it is free.
Yeah.
And I'd probably see what StarCraft 1 was like before StarCraft 2,
Yep.
just to have some comparable difference. Because I never played it. It's not a nostalgic thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how with the remastered, is there a locked-in price of how much it'll be?
We haven't got any word on that. We haven't even got screenshots yet.
If it's a full costing game,
Yeah.
like the price, like 60 to 70
I,
bucks.
I'm guessing maybe 40. It might be in that 40 range.
See, I'd maybe think about getting it if it was 30 to 40.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit less.
But you know Blizzard, they're going to go all out with their multiplayer stuff. They're going to go crazy.
Yeah.
If you pre-order this, you'll get like stuff for everything.
StarCraft now introduces loot crates.
Yep.
Well, while we're on the Blizzard talk, why don't we bring that up?
Yeah, the Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm.
So we've got a video from Heroes of the Storm for the Heroes of the Storm. What was it? 2.0 update.
2.0 update.
So they're
yes.
revamping everything.
Yeah.
And Joel put it great. It's just Overwatch now.
Yeah. Except for not first person.
Yeah, everything that isn't the gameplay of Overwatch is now Heroes of Newer.
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm. I don't
Yes.
know why. I haven't thought of that game for
You
years.
said that like 4
I
times
know.
today.
So they've introduced loot chests
Yes.
for every time you level up, which
Yep.
contains 4 items, which appear as discs.
Yeah.
And they can be anything from heroes to skins to display pictures to sprays
they
to
even went in-
banners.
They went as far as adding in new voice lines for the characters that
Yes.
you can unlock in.
and shards, so you can
Yes.
craft new things.
Yes.
I watched Jordan watching I saw him giggle at the gems as well. You can pay for real money. You can pay real money to get gems
Yep.
to spend in game.
But they'll give you some at level 5.
Yes.
just to wet your taste buds a little.
Yeah.
Level cap's been changed to increase to 100.
Yeah, instead of
when,
40.
When you hit 100, you go back to level 1. And
So
then you
you've got
change
prestige,
The climb again,
yeah.
with prestige, just
Yeah.
like Overwatch.
Though, I have to admit, it's made me want to play it again.
I feel the same way. I just want to see what happens to me with how far I've gone in the
You'll
game
have to let
already.
me know.
Like, when's the update? It was the 25th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think 25th.
25th of April or May?
May.
I think the update video comes out on the 25th of April, actually.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing it like, oh, I'm not doing anything that day.
Looks like I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, so we got a couple of new Blizzard things happening, and thankfully this week it's not a Blizzard podcast, so
Yeah.
I'm very happy with that.
It's a Star podcast.
Yes,
We
so
can make it a Blizzard podcast.
let's not make it a Blizzard.
Do you want
pod-
to throw in the new Diablo character as well?
Oh, I could throw in the Angora Crater as well from Hearthstone, but let's not do that.
Speaking of throwing things in. I don't know where I'm going
speaking
with
of
this.
changing the subject, we're talking about Star Wars now.
We have got our, like you touched on it last week, we had that leaked Battlefront 2
Yeah.
TV spot. It was like 30 seconds or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Um,
yep.
And then, the following day, I think, we got the full reveal and the full trailer and all that. So that was unfortunate timing. But,
Yeah,
Also good timing because now I'm here and I can talk about it.
yeah.
So this reveal occurred during Star Wars Celebration, which was happening over last week, I believe.
But why? I thought May the 4th was the Star Wars celebration and
know.
stuff.
No.
No,
No,
okay.
that's not.
That's like a missed
Obviously.
opportunity.
Yeah, I
I always thought it was May 4th. Never, okay, yeah.
yeah.
At Star Wars
Continue.
Day, it's different.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
all right.
Star Wars wants to take up as many days of the year as possible.
So now there's 2 Star Wars days.
When can we have a Star Wars public
there's a
holiday?
whole week in one day.
What?
Star Wars Celebration was like a week-long con, I think.
I didn't
Oh
even know this.
wow!
Yeah.
Such a Star Wars fan I am.
Yeah, well, I'm not even sure if my facts are correct there. I know it was at least a weekend. Okay.
You heard it here first. Not sure if our facts are correct.
That should be like a disclaimer for our show. But yes, the EA has kind of answered all the prayers from the original Battlefront fans. We'll try to anyway. We'll see how it actually goes because everyone was excited for the original Battlefront, and then they got it and they weren't too happy with it.
Yep.
But EA has given us a story mode where you play as Iden Versio, commander of Inferno Squad, an Imperial Special Forces unit equally lethal on the ground and in space. Encounter many of Star Wars' greatest characters in a story of revenge, betrayal, and redemption.
So
that
it's got a
spans
single
30
player
years.
mode.
Yes. Which is what
Yay!
everyone whinged about with the
When?
original Battlefront, but I really don't think many people will play it.
I will play it. I love Star
I'll be
Wars
playing it,
story.
Yeah.
We're the bad guys.
So
Yeah.
You always be the good guy in the
no,
stories.
it's boring.
Like
But-
the anti-hero. Maybe you swap sides.
So we already know the ending then. If you're a bad guy, you will lose.
No,
Bad guys never win.
we don't know the ending to
Spans
this.
30
Bad guys
years.
never win.
They. Oh,
Continue. Okay, yes.
this is between what, A New Hope
Have you not
and
seen The Empire Strikes Back, Joel?
Vaguely, remember? Vaguely.
this. Okay, Joel, the Star Wars trilogy, trilogies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The middle movie is always about the bad guys.
Okay, do they win?
Always,
Oh, right.
right?
Wait, was Clone Wars about the bad guys?
Yeah, it's the setup for Order 66, and then they kill everyone.
Oh,
Spoilers for a 30-year-old movie. No,
Goodness, no.
yeah, and then Empire Strikes Back, like you said, is
Yeah.
literally the Empire Striking Back.
Yeah.
We're about to enter the middle movie at the end of this year of the new trilogy,
Okay.
right?
Oh, so the bad guys going to win.
Yeah.
Are you certain?
Or it's
I don't
going to
know.
be.
They might
Are they
break
going to
trends.
follow that trend?
Yes,
like,
they followed
constantly?
every other trend.
But like that's the conflict that everyone had with the whole thing. As in, like, if they follow the trend, they're just setting it like a normal basic movie. They don't want to like branch off anything.
It's thematic, right? The first one's always about the light side. The second one's always about the dark side overpowering the light side, and then the last one is about the light side winning in the end. Right?
See, look, bad guys lose, right?
Bad guys will eventually lose, but they're going to be stronger in this one. It's going to be a much grittier film. Sorry.
Talking about Battlefront.
Yes. So this is where that fits in that 30-year gap. You got the bad guy part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yes. There's an upcoming book called Inferno Squad, which takes place right after Rogue One, and also
I know what happened.
sets up for the Battlefront 2 story.
Wait, so the Rogue One
Yes.
book, Battlefront 2 story.
Yes. For 30 years. Battlefront 2 story lasts 30 years.
No, but that's Rogue One's between 3 and 4.
No. Yes.
So the book is between the other movies.
Yes. Yes.
And so this is like the Rogue One between 6 and 7, essentially.
I'm so confused. There's a lot of numbers being thrown at me.
You've lost me. I've got that mass thing that's coming up in my mind. It's like
Yeah.
a word.
Okay, so how Rogue One ties in between the creation of Darth Vader in Episode 3 and the discovery of Luke Skywalker and that whole rebellion in Episode 4, right? So is this the tale of how the First Order became the First Order? Which are the bad guys in number 7? Like, is that?
we haven't got that much detail yet.
we haven't- sorry.
we've just got the time frame.
I get excited
of
about when we talk about Star Wars.
Yeah, we've just got the time frame of when this is happening, which is that 30 years
Yeah,
just after Rogue One.
but the books take place. The book that's going to lead into it takes place a bit before that, during that 30-year gap, using characters from Rogue One. Is that what?
No, I think it just means in chronological.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. Expanded multiplayer is another feature we get, which
Expanded.
expand. Yeah, I know. They
Doesn't
all
it
these-
already have like
They're
a?
making all this hype. Like they've got
The first game was
join up
just
to
multiplayer.
join up to 40 players and massive multiplayer fights. I'm like, the original was also 40 players.
But it's more than 4. Maybe they add more
Expanded.
bots.
Yeah, maybe. But what is exciting is it's going to span across all eras. This game.
I saw the trailer. Yeah, it looked great.
Yeah, I don't
So
know
we
how
can
it's
have-
going to go when you've got Rey fighting Darth Maul. It just isn't going to
Darth
make
Maul's still alive.
Right, we're breaking out the theories now.
No. Darth Maul's in Rebels.
Is he like robotic half or something?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I do know that. Actually,
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Is that actually canon? In
Yeah.
this
He
Star Wars
tries to
universe now?
change. Yeah, because it's anything past 2004. 2004 is canon.
Right.
So Darth Maul is alive.
Okay.
And we don't know if he's dead yet.
Oh, that's cool. I kind of like that.
Hmm.
Snoke is Darth Maul without the makeup on.
That's a skin.
See, I was gonna say, is like, what do you think they would add the skin, as in like he's got robotic legs?
Oh, definitely.
Or do you think they would just keep it? You know,
I hope they go the crazy one. Like, I hope there is unlockable skins and stuff, because there's a whole subplot in. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
In Clone Wars where they find him, and he's just built himself some haphazard legs that are making him go insane,
Oh, okay.
and that's like spider legs and an abdomen.
yeah, I have to watch this now. I really have to watch this. There's some deep lore there.
I'd love to see it. Dark Side Jar Jar? Yep.
No, Jar Jar's dead.
No, he's
When
not.
did Jar Jar die?
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
We
not-
just don't know
he's
what
not
happened.
dead.
No.
Maybe that's covered in the books.
He's with the dark side. Yeah,
Yeah.
he always was.
But yes, pilot a wide variety of land and air vehicles, same as before. But they've ditched that whole coin card system.
I don't even. I
That was
played
in-
it once.
Yeah. So what would happen in multiplayer is if you remember the original Battlefront, you walk up to a vehicle, press a button, and hop in it.
Yeah.
In this one, you would get like a transparent coin, and you hold both bumpers, and you'd activate the.
And you just be in the ship.
Yeah. And no, like
Oh,
your character,
right, you'd
your
get the
character
special
leaps
ship.
down on his knee. He's like, "We need air support this location." And then you become the pilot or something.
That's
I don't know.
annoying.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what we're having with the AT-ATs, all that kind of stuff.
So you can just go up and get in them when they
In
spawn.
this one, that's what they're alluding to. Yes.
That'd be nice. Even if it's like the way that spawning works in Battlefield 1,
Oh yeah, just kind of like
where
spawning.
it's like, this is available, and then you choose it.
See, that was a lot of people's gripe with the original Battlefront, though, is because it was just kind of like Star Wars in a Battlefield universe.
Because they tried that to see if that worked.
Yeah.
And people hated it because they expected the old one.
Yeah.
Now they're clearly like, okay, we'll make the old one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So then that makes me think, is this going to be third person now? Even though, or is it going to still give us the option to go into first person? Like, how true are they going to stay to the original Battlefront 2? And it's really confusing now because this is also called Battlefront 2, while another Star Wars Battlefront 2 also exists.
Yep. The one on PS2?
Yes.
It's
and
on that
Xbox.
generation, yeah.
Yeah, that generation.
So this is spanning all eras.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get to be like a destroyer again?
Destroyer.
The droid? The rolling ones
Oh,
with the shield?
God, I hope so. I really hope so. I want to be the big silver guy that walks around with the wrist rockets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've also added space battles, which I also think was in the original. I'm really confused by this because people are so excited about it. I'm like, you were complaining about this in the original Battlefront because I think people think they're going to have space battles that transcend into
They
land
won't.
and air.
It'll just be in space.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And everyone's got really excited. I'm like, they haven't even confirmed that yet or said anything about it.
Calm down, everyone.
Yeah, I'm like,
When are we
sure, it'd
expecting...
be cool if they can do it. But
When are we expecting the next next kind of information dump after this?
no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Is
Probably,
there-
I'm going to assume E3 will get something.
Is there couch co-op?
Yes,
There is?
offline co-op
Oh,
exists. in
good.
this game.
Finally.
You can't do like
What do you mean finally? There was always offline. Oh, no,
They
not offline.
patched
There was
that
couch
in.
co-op. Oh, did they really?
they patched that into
Oh,
the original
right.
Battlefront.
Never mind.
Yes.
so we're going to get a complete game on release for once?
Yes.
Oh.
maybe.
Well, that's what we think.
Yeah. They haven't said anything about DLC yet.
No.
I'm
too
going to
early for DLC.
assume they're hopefully going to follow trend with what's going at the moment where
Well, they released 45 DLCs that cost $9 each.
no, I mean like trends where you don't have to pay for DLC where it's all microtransactions and stuff like
Oh, yep.
maybe so they could do skins or something like that with Darth Maul.
Yeah.
And it's more of a pay for thing.
Yeah. Or earn
Or
it by
a-
playing.
Yeah.
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 I get that.
They've added a lot of customization and progression has changed.
Can
a
I
bit in
make
this
my
game.
own Jedi? And just that
I
be...
don't think so.
No.
Can I make my own like stormtrooper, different colors, different?
Oh, that'd be cool. Like sprays and shit.
Oh,
Could I like have the blood down the eye?
Yeah,
that's-
yeah, like the guy from
Like Finn.
Finn. Oh, that was Finn. Yeah,
FN218.
I get confused sometimes because they look the same at the start.
They do.
Traitor.
But what is cool is you get a pre-order bonus.
Oh.
Yes.
What do we
if
get?
if you pre-order before the game is released worldwide, then you get access to the game 3 days before it's actually released.
How is that a bonus? I get to play
It gets you ahead of everyone in multiplayer, so you have better equipment, better guns, and better.
But what if it's broken? That seems like a really poor decision. Because if you
Fine.
But then it's a good decision to test if it actually isn't broken.
so if I
Right?
pre-order
If
this in store,
if someone pre-orders this, they know that they want to play it early.
okay,
I think.
is that on? That's
and I
probably
may
going to be.
pre-order this.
You going to pre-order this?
Possibly.
Oh, if you do that, I might. When's it come out?
I believe November 17th.
Our fact checker Adam Seckley has let us know that the season pass for $100 that promises DLC but never happens is what he thinks the current trends in DLC
right.
is.
Yes. that is true. That's true. But I've seen a shift.
You've seen it. It's
in a
become
few
the
games.
microtransactions, like the battle
Yeah.
chests in Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Battlefield, even themselves have kind of realized that even though they do have the season pass for this game, you can play it for free if your friend has it.
What?
If you party up with a friend who has
The
Battlefield
DLC.
1 DLC, you can play
Really?
DLC with them.
So one of
But
your
you can
friends-
only do it when you're with them, obviously.
Yeah. So you just find your rich friends.
Yeah, or you chip into your friends together.
Yeah.
But then one person gets better off because they can play it whenever.
Or then when the next DLC comes out, then another friend would get it. So you have to play together.
Yeah.
That's great.
That sounds
I
like
didn't know. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool move. I think that's DICE's way of going around, okay, this old model isn't kind of working anymore. People aren't buying this.
Mm.
I hope that's the way it stays.
I hope so too, because we need more kind of love from these developers.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like they've addressed almost every issue people had with the original Battlefront,
Mm-hmm.
which makes me wonder, why didn't they just do that to start with?
Exactly.
And just keep
They
updating the
could've-
same game.
Yeah, because the graphics look nearly the same.
That's
I
because
said this last week.
they won't get any more money if they do that.
What do you mean?
That's why sequels to this sort of stuff exist. Like everyone gets to buy the game all over again
Yeah.
for what effectively is a patch.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was thinking when I was looking into all this. Like, this is stuff that they could have made DLC.
Yeah.
But people still probably wouldn't have bought it, to be fair. So I guess
I
they
don't know.
needed to have a clean slate.
Yeah, true.
They must have needed the
And they moved the multiplayer on, so no one. I wonder if it'd be cross-game multiplayer.
cross game.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
like Battlefield 1, you can play with Battlefield 2, Battlefront.
Oh, no. Can you imagine playing Battlefront and they're just like a warship?
You guys are stupid. Oh, do you think they're going to have... Sorry, going back to Battlefield 1, do you think in Battlefront 2 they will have something like the big Zeppelins?
What would be the equivalent, though?
Like a Star Destroyer?
That would be cool. But what would be the Rebel equivalent?
A recap. No, it'd be like a big fleet of what was it?
Like the Admiral Akbar ship.
Yeah.
yeah.
The Hammerhead
Those-
or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the big ones from Rogue One.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Yeah, and then everyone's on the ground just shooting at it. I think that'd be great. Like,
Yeah.
jetpack up to it, and yeah.
But either way, this game has my attention.
Yeah, it does. It does mine as well.
Like, I'd probably buy anything Star Wars. That's a new release anyway.
Yeah.
Right,
Did you get the Star Wars Force Unleashed Lego?
No, I did not. I wanted to get it for a long time, but Lego games.
Did you see they did Rogue One?
What?
They're doing Rogue One Lego game,
Oh,
and I think that's terrible because, and this is a spoiler if you've not seen Rogue One, everyone dies, and I want to know how they'd cover that.
Just kind of like them shrugging their shoulders at the going, oh, well.
And they just fall apart like.
I think they'll do it pretty well because, because I played the Lego Jurassic one,
Yeah.
and where what was it? Someone gets eaten by the T-Rex right at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's alive. He's there. He's just sitting still in the toilet type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They just don't kill him.
No, they don't. They don't kill anyone. They show as in like how he would have died, more or less. As like he gets eaten, but then he gets spit out.
Oh,
That type of
okay.
thing.
That's
It's a good point.
fine.
How would people, die within Rogue? What? Never mind. I got no idea. I don't really want to spoil.
That's okay. That's okay. I just think that's a funny thing. Before we move on to The Last Jedi,
Yes.
while we've been talking, there's been a patch for StarCraft 2 which adds a rewind feature.
What?
So it allows you to, after you finish the game, hit rewind and immediately convert the game into a fully loaded replay, allowing you to rapidly jump between, which I didn't realize wasn't an option in StarCraft.
I really
Wait,
don't
so as
understand
in
what
like
that does.
choose which part of the
Yeah, you
story
immediately
want.
get. Essentially, you just cut it. You just cut it up after you finish a multiplayer game.
As in like select a level
Like
type of
highlight.
thing.
No, like make your own highlights.
Oh,
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't seem as though I was like,
I mean, that's a patch. I don't know. That was just because we were talking about this, and someone said, "Whoa, no one asked for this." Wonderful. So, Jordan, do you want to? What's happened with The Last Jedi after we finished?
well, yes, we had the trailer revealed. That's what happened.
I'm sorry, Joel. I'm sorry. Joel Hodgetts said, "Guys, give him a warning for spoilers."
Mitch.
That's my bad.
What spoiler?
I ruined Rogue One.
He did.
Oh, Joel, man, you need to pick up your game.
This is not Mitch's fault. This is Joel's fault.
No. If you listen to our podcast, you should expect spoilers for some things. I'm sorry. No. How have you not seen that?
Anywho. So yes, we got the Last Jedi trailer earlier last weekend,
Yeah.
I believe. It would have just been after you guys did your show. The trailer at first, I was kind of like, what even? Like, it didn't feel like it showed me anything. But if you watch it a few times and really pay attention, you can pick up a few little details. It just didn't feel as exciting as The Force Awakens revealed to me.
No, because The Force Awakens was the first good Star Wars movie we've had in 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah. But I sat down last night and I watched the whole Last Jedi panel that was at Star Wars Celebration.
Wow.
Yeah. It was interesting.
It would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been.
So
Do we want to do a spoiler alert for this? Or is this
There's
just
no
like,
real
this is
spoilers.
speculation?
This is, pure speculation at this point. We have one little part that Daisy Ridley was allowed to say.
Yep.
And she said that. Where is it? There. The way Force Awakens ended, Rey had certain expectations as to what she was going to get from Luke.
Yep.
And Ridley explained that, however, she cautioned that meeting one's hero isn't always a positive experience. They can disappoint, she said, lending credence to the idea that Luke may not be up to the challenge of training Rey after losing control of his Jedi students. I don't know what that word is.
I don't know what that word is either. Did you type that or
No, I
copy
did
that?
not. I copied and pasted for it for the quote.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to try the
Never mind.
word? Just try the word.
Burgoni?
Burger.
I don't know.
Burgeoning.
Burger
I don't know.
Jedi students.
Anywho,
Yeah.
so that's referring to what obviously happened with Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Was when, because Luke was training a few Jedi and then Kylo went rogue and pretty much undid everything. So that's what sent Luke into isolation because he was like, oh, I'm done. I'm out.
Wow.
It's interest. It's kind of got my interest to see what that interact is going to be like between Rey and Luke. Because the way there was a line in the trailer, he said, the Jedi must end.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the only truth he knows or something.
But that's
So-
fine. I mean,
But what does that mean? Like the Jedi end? Does that mean Luke's gone dark?
no.
No, definitely not. There's no way.
I think it just means that he's
He's sick of it and
he's just done.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to try this anymore.
So
'Cause he
you,
wasn't-
so you reckon that quote's at the start of the movie when she's trying to convince him
Yeah.
to train her or
yeah,
something?
I think so too. And I
Yeah.
think she's going to go on one of those weird journeys where she goes and contacts like one of the ghost masters.
Oh, you can see Hayden Christensen.
No. I'd love to see Liam Neeson.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Because
Qui-Gon.
like, do you know the history about that kind of stuff?
No,
so
no, I don't.
Qui-Gon was one of the few Jedi who was able to figure out how to do the thing where he is a ghost,
Yeah.
right? That's actually a force power,
Oh, okay.
right? So he was trained to become a force ghost once he was dead.
Right.
And that's why he existed like that. And he taught Yoda how to do that.
Oh, he
Taught
taught
Yoda.
Yoda.
He taught Yoda how to do that.
Cool.
Wow.
And then Yoda taught Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan.
and then Hayden Christensen was there for some reason.
See, then this brings a question to my attention.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan was a Force ghost. Like, he became
Yes.
a Force ghost in Episode 4 when Darth Vader
Yep.
hit him. and he just vanished.
Yep.
Same thing happened to Yoda when he died,
Yep.
but that did not happen to Qui-Gon.
No, he can't manifest himself. He can only talk.
Right.
Right. He can't.
So
become
Yoda
a-
took it next level.
Yeah, he finished it.
Yeah.
He did it right.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we might hear Qui-Gon. Or,
I would be really happy just to see Ewan McGregor for like a second
Yeah.
in the new movie instead of just hearing his voice in some cryptic flashback or flash forward or whatever that was.
Yeah.
From Rey.
We'll get some really interesting things coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Mark Hamill was a lot of fun on that panel. He'd be like talking about the cast, and he was like, "Oh, and over here, my co-worker Daisy Ridley." Like he goes, "Duh," just as if he was going to say daughter or something, just to mess with anything. He's like, "I've lost all credential on social media. No one believes me anymore. I can say anything."
So there was no actual proper reveal?
They just revealed the trailer.
Oh, okay.
At that panel was when the trailer was debuted.
Okay. So we know that there's BB-8's back, Finn, Rey.
They brought BB-8 on stage. That was cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was there a little midget in it, or was it
No,
just
it was just a robot. The BB-8's too small for a midget. And the midget would have to have no head. A detached head. Just sit in the top part.
Oh, no. All right.
But yeah, it was Kathleen Kennedy, the president of Lucasfilm, Ryan Johnson, the director. He's an interesting guy. He's a
Yeah.
bit quirky.
Okay. So
He's sitting on stage, like, doing his interview and stuff and talking about the movie, and then when they're talking to someone else, he just whips out his camera and starts taking photos. It was cool. He was talking about his camera as well, like how he's had it ever since he started making movies or something, and he always uses it to kind of like document the process.
Yeah.
Because he said during Star Wars he was like the only one who could take photos and not get tackled by security.
Oh, I hope he puts those somewhere once it's released.
Yeah, I hope so.
So, of the trailer, were there some favorite parts for you?
Mine was just a simple shot. It was what looked like, okay, I heard you yelling about this before the show, the concept of the Grey Jedi. And how ridiculous it is.
It is ridiculous.
What is the Grey Jedi? Tell me about it.
It's the Jedi that is not light or dark. It uses both sides of the Force just to use the Force.
Is there no such thing as a Grey Jedi?
There is.
There
Okay.
is. There's
Yeah.
there's two known so far,
All right.
right? So we know that from the Force. This is the Force. The Clone Wars series that Ahsoka is a Grey Jedi, who's the Anakin's Padawan,
Okay.
and there's a large creature in Rebels who's like the Yoda of the Grey Jedi, to use that term. I'm racking my brain to try and figure out which ones are who they are. They're the ones we've seen in this canon so far, though.
All right.
You'll have to give me like 2 minutes to find this because I can't remember.
So you don't think Grey Jedi? You think Grey Jedi will be a thing?
Well, because as one of the shots was her, what to me looked like her looking at the Grey Jedi logo. And she had like her hand
in the book?
on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And when I looked it up and everything, and that is pretty much it.
Okay.
But all the like the Jedi logo looks really similar as well. So it's it could be taken either way.
I get that.
Yeah. So what about you guys? Any standout moments in the trailer?
The destroyed helmet.
Oh,
yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren's destroyed helmet. Yeah.
I don't know what
Because
is
his helmet
symbol-
was gone in, like, because I looked at it, like, I watched.
Did he drop it off the edge?
No, he
in
dropped
Force
it on the
Awakens?
platform.
He just put it there,
So as
and he put it back on, didn't he?
no, he didn't. So if someone ran and picked it up for him, or
Just a stormtrooper. I got
or-
a bus.
or it's a completely new helmet that he's completely destroyed,
Yeah.
or it's Darth Vader's helmet or something.
No, it wasn't Darth Vader's helmet. I could see.
You can see like silvery bits on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't find this character. I'm so
No,
sorry.
That's
all
all right. Theories.
good.
It's all theories.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
theories at the moment. It'll all come to fruition eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can talk about this all we want, but we'll probably get something completely
We're not
different.
We are not a Star Wars podcast. We are a gaming and geek news podcast.
Yes.
So, that being said, I want to talk about piracy.
Oy.
So, and this is a bit of a leap. Recently this week we had the Disney Afternoon Collection released on Xbox One and I presume PS4 as well as Steam.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so it's all the Disney NES games. And now Frank Cifaldi, head of is the head of restoration at developer Digital Eclipse, and he had a hand in restoring these 6 games. This week on Twitter, he let fly with a few choice tidbits from the game's development process, including a whopper of the admission that some of the behind-the-scenes extras wouldn't have existed if he hadn't pirated the game when he was a kid. What are you doing?
I was checking the stream and I forgot my phone and volume.
Oh boy.
So he went out to say like these like challenge modes wouldn't exist if he wasn't one of the ones that helped pirate these games when he was a kid.
Wow, okay.
Yeah? So he's advocated many times in favor of emulation.
In favor.
Yeah. It's the art and science of getting old games to run on your new systems, right?
Yeah.
Like, we all know what that is.
Yeah, like, it's a
All
bold
been
thing
there.
to say. It doesn't, like, come out.
Yeah. And people say this is software piracy. You shouldn't have this unless you own the game.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. But he thinks games are being are being lost at an alarming rate, and the people trying to save them are being persecuted. So he's viewing this more of like a digital archaeology or a
okay. Yeah.
like
That is kind of a good way to look at it.
like it's a good spin because
Yeah.
yes, you're not selling these products, you're not making money off doing this. You're just providing a way for you to.
It's not like the developers are making money off those
Well, they
games
are a
anymore.
little bit, but I mean,
Because all those games are resells now. They're not.
yeah. I think
not
the only
brand
person
new
that
out of the
loses
box.
money are like Nintendo IP because they sell each of those games for $10 still.
Yeah.
Yeah, or people that resell stuff. Like you've seen the retro pies. You've seen all these old ways of playing old games in new ways. Like you
Yeah.
can do it on your phone now.
Yeah.
So taking this attitude of it being an illegal act, it being a piratic act, I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree with him.
Yeah. Like I never thought about it that way, but I like thinking about it that way.
Yeah.
Like-
So you'd like to say, like, I like thinking about it that way, but not everyone will agree with what you're trying to say.
No, I can imagine that, for example, Nintendo or Capcom, as they've released this, would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Especially Nintendo, as they're re-releasing their games a lot as virtual console.
And I admit, I pirated when I was a kid, and that just made me love these games more.
Yeah.
And
And it made you want to start collecting them all.
it did.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be getting the Afternoon Collection. No chance I'm missing out on that because
Yeah.
it's amazing. I have all of the Mega Man games. I got the Rare Replay pack,
Yeah.
and like I don't understand. If anything, it encourages you to get your own.
The only reason people are pirating these games is because they're not easily accessible.
Yeah, you're not able to go down to the store and pick up a copy of like I don't know, Bugs Bunny's Mystery Mansion for the Game
Yeah.
Boy. Like
Bugs Bunny's-
actually a game.
Really?
Like, it's all good and well with these classic games, though. But this also goes into the same account with the people who are pirating games that are more recent and newer.
Yeah,
Like, you're saying it's not easily accessible, but
Yeah.
it's more... They don't particularly want to spend $80 to buy a game. So just, download it for free. pirate it.
But those kind of games,
You're really limited when you pirate
when you
recent
emulate.
releases.
Yeah, but they
Like if I was to download like something, what's a new game that came out? I think Prey comes out next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to pirate Prey when that came out, I'd be limited. Like I probably couldn't play it at all if I was connected to the internet.
No, you wouldn't be able to play any online content.
Yeah.
You'd have no record of it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of gaming now is about personal prestige.
True. But
Like,
if you have games, say, like The Witcher 3,
yep,
it's a full, just single-player only game.
yep.
So you would pirate the game just for the single player, and you could play the entire game just from that.
Exactly. But
But is that a good thing to be classed as someone who's a good pirater to
like an archivist.
yes,
Uh,
because it's not a classic game,
no.
and you shouldn't really be like. It's not best to.
See, I think it's different.
There's two different sides.
It works differently because games like The Witcher, you can rip the disc and make an ISO of it, and then run it on your computer. That would work, but I don't think that doing that as a new game comes through is a good idea. Right? Pretty much after the advocation of DRM, which I think is 360 PS3 era.
Yep.
It becomes sketchy. Even PS2 and Xbox Original is still a bit weird.
Yep.
PS1 back is now old enough where you wouldn't be able to find all these games. If you found a game at if I found a game at a garage sale or at an op shop, and I thought, I wonder if this is available as a ROM because I want to have my collection pristine and I want to still play it, and it's not on there. Do I then have the responsibility to make an ISO of it and upload it because it doesn't exist?
That's where you're caught in just like a position where, what do I do?
Yeah.
Because like I know what you mean, where I see photos on Reddit where, as in like, look what I found at a garage sale, or like stored away somewhere. It's just like old games and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that's a good find. But I could never get something like that.
Yeah, I could never play this. Like DuckTales 2. Before this,
Yeah.
it's one of those games that people just didn't buy when it came out because it was the same as DuckTales 1. It's like this Battlefront and Battlefront 2, right?
Yeah.
They're the same game. Everyone's like, oh, Battlefield 1's fine. They stayed with DuckTales. They didn't buy the new one. And now DuckTales... oh, my...
Even after he said Battlefront,
No, I can't disassociate those in my head. But DuckTales 2 is a rare game.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very hard to find a copy of it. Here it is for $26, along with 5 other games.
Yeah. But
with that,
why would you spend $26
yeah,
when you can get it for free by pirating it
yep.
and be classed as someone who's a good pirater?
But are you a good pirater? Right? So what I described before, if I found a game physically and then uploaded it, is not the same as the people that download it and keep it for themselves.
But then you can't like outclass yourself as someone who's a pirater and not a pirater in a good way.
Yeah, I know.
They're all the same thing. And you'll all be seen as someone who says piracy.
It is.
and all
If
that
you're
stuff.
involved in piracy, it's always bad.
Yes.
But it is still a way for you to experience these games.
Yeah.
And a lot of these companies don't exist anymore. So when does that become out of copyright?
Isn't it like 70 years or something?
70?
70 years.
I read something.
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
that's when
Very-
copyright falls through. But we'll be we'll be quite old by then. We'll be
Yeah.
like in our 60s.
Yeah. But our kids will have a good time.
Yeah. Unless they keep getting re-released.
Yeah, true. True. That's probably what they're doing, like the whole motive behind that.
Yeah,
actually.
so they can keep the copyright for another 70 years.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah.
It's a good way of thinking, actually. Like, good way, what they're
I
actually
think they
gonna be
wait
doing.
right until like 69 years. Re-release.
Here's the games your grandfathers played. Yeah. So
It's weird to think that, in 60 years, people are looking at the games that we played as retro.
Yeah.
that'll happen in like 10 years.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think games are moving that fast?
You won't play games that are older than 10 years.
It depends.
No,
does it fulfill the trend?
No. In 10 years, the graphics are going to be so superb
Yep.
that games now you won't touch at all.
Or it's going to go weird and it's going to be like the 10 years of the Uncanny Valley, where it's everything kind of looks human, but not quite. And then
Yeah.
it's going to get better after that. But again, piracy isn't just about, especially ROM piracy, which is cartridge based.
Yeah.
It's not just copying a disc. It's like interpreting the files that are on the chip and telling the computer how to interpret those.
Yeah.
Right, which is where mods and ROM hacks come in,
Yeah.
which is what this guy has learned from to create better games.
Yeah.
So part of his
So he
education
used-
was messing around in DuckTales.
Right. And he. Well, I'm lost now. So this guy, did he actually make these remasters? Did he work
was
on them?
he was the head of restoration. So
Oh,
he
okay.
worked
So-
quite closely in getting these games to work on modern systems,
Yeah.
which he would not have been able to do if he was not a pirate in his youth.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It's interesting.
people like him help prevent piracy.
by being pirates.
Yeah. I'll do it now and I'll sell it later.
Yep.
With permission.
Oh god.
I know it's really interesting.
It's an argument I don't think will be over for a very long time.
No, but there are benefits to piracy, not just for the pirates, but for the people as a whole.
What are the benefits?
The benefits, we get re-releases of these games. We get new ways of playing games without having to
I guess, yeah.
make new ones.
Mm,
That makes sense.
it does, yes.
Like they've got I know I keep talking about DuckTales. DuckTales has a boss run now.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
never did. So it would just warp you to the boss of every level, which is cool.
So these are just like mods that people keep adding in.
Essentially, it's a
Alright.
mod.
Yep.
Essentially, it's just a ROM hack,
Okay.
which is really interesting.
Remember, piracy is wrong, guys.
It is. It is.
Don't go and start pirating games.
No. We don't advocate that. We don't.
But good on him for doing piracy.
Yeah. So this.
Good on him for following his dreams of piracy.
So that goes from a re-release, and now we're going to talk about a remaster of something similar,
Okay.
but on a different topic.
Right.
Piracy to rating issues.
Yeah. So I've discovered this game about a month ago. It's called Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap, and it came out in the US on the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One.
It's quite a
Came out here on PS4 and the Switch,
Not on Xbox.
not on Xbox.
You tried to explain this to me before the show, and I really still don't understand why.
So what this game is? It's the remake of a Sega Master System. Yeah,
man.
Sega Master System game.
1989.
Yeah. So the Master System is Sega's NES.
Yep.
And Genesis is SNES. Yeah. It's available on all platforms in most other regions, including the Xbox One. But we're having rating issues here, right? So
Classic rating.
from what I understand,
At it again.
Look at the game.
I know it's rated like E for everyone
Yeah.
in the US and G in other places. But it's because of the way Xbox handles rating.
All right.
Right?
Good
So
on
the
you.
ISRB, the International Ratings System, or whatever it is 100%, like, Nintendo backs it completely,
Yeah.
right? So everything that is released on a Nintendo console will always be the same rating across the board on every ISRB rated game. That's how you sell things internationally. With the PS4, they're kind of okay with it. So you'll get some things a bit later, you'll get some things on time. This is what causes those kind of delays.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
And they just have to make one submission to get it rated. It's done. Everyone's like, cool. That's okay with me. Maybe a bit of adjustment, and then it's spread out.
Yeah.
With the Xbox, they completely reject it. So if you want to release a game on the Xbox, you have to get a rating from every country you want it released to. So the developer didn't put through a rating request for Australia,
Oh.
so seemingly forgot to do that. So the original
That's
game,
strange from Xbox especially,
yeah.
considering how they're all so fan friendly and fan service at the moment.
They are, but this is one of those interesting kind of things that slip through that not a lot of people give attention to because it's just a remake. It's like
Yeah.
it's an arcade game. But the original game was classified in 2008, so 20 years after it was released, with a G rating. So it's not a question of Australia's normal rating issues.
No.
It's just there's a lot of issues going on in Australia. The IARC, the International Age Rating Coalition, that's it.
Oh.
So it follows it allows the developer to apply to them, and it spreads it out, like I explained. The Nintendo Switch supports it. Why it's been giving an M rating. What? So the Switch is
So it
giving
went
this
from a G to an M.
yeah. So the IARC rated it M based on Nintendo.
Based on the remake?
Yeah.
So in 2008, it was already a remake? Or
No,
like
in
the way-
2008 was when they rated the
Oh,
game.
okay.
Because they probably started and had to rate.
I suppose graphics enhances the rating system.
I maybe sensitivity changed how high it was rated.
Yeah.
Because you watch PG films from the 80s, they would not be PG now. Oh.
Yeah.
Like Princess Bride. That's G rated.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's murder in that.
Really?
There's a giant man trying to beat someone with a rock.
Wow.
There's
I've seen that.
someone drinking poison and
Yeah.
everything and just dying from it.
But they can go the flip side as well, where a lot of R-rated movies back then wouldn't be R now.
No. So we've
Something like Enter the
become
Dragon.
we've become more sensitive to violence around children, but less so around adults. So it's weird. So because the Xbox flat out rejects the IARC, Australian releases need to be localized and have a localized rating, which needs to be applied for by the developers and paid for by the developers to Xbox Australia.
That is a lot of effort.
That's another thing that prevents us getting games.
Yep.
And-
Fix your stuff,
But
Australia.
to be fair, that's not Australia's fault.
No,
No,
it
it's
would be
Xbox's
Xbox's
fault.
fault.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Xbox.
Xbox is at fault here.
Yes.
Xbox is the reason I don't have this game now. And I am mad about it. And that's why I had to bring it up.
Hey, if you had a PlayStation, you'd be.
I would.
already-
Yeah, I would. I would have it. You are correct.
Or if you had a decent. Oh, it's not on PC.
No, it's not on
No,
PC yet.
it's
It comes
coming
out on
to
PC
PC
later.
June.
So
Yeah,
I'm picking this up regardless because I need this. Because the art style is like this wonderful hand drawn,
it looks really nice in the trailer we saw.
and it looks a lot better than it used to.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie.
In the trailer, it showed the original of what it looked like.
Yes.
Is it that button where you can swap
Yes.
in between? Oh, right, okay. Because I enjoy that. I liked seeing as in like what it was and then what it was back then. Oh my god, man, it was a big difference.
Oh yeah, like I'm not. The last thing I saw like this was Monkey Island
Oh, yeah.
because they re-released that on the Xbox 360, and you could hit back and it would change between the two.
Right. Yep.
I think I got that for free.
You probably did. It's a good game if
Yeah.
you can stick through How do you go with point and click adventure games?
I think I started it up. I didn't know what was going on, so I quit. I couldn't understand.
Oh, I'm always surprised by you. It's great. I love it.
I just want to see your list as like games Jordan likes, games that Jordan does not like,
And
like
and
a long-
why?
and why. It's like RTS, and it's too much clicking.
No, it's
Point-
top down.
Point
No,
top down.
What gets me with RTS is that you're sitting there watching all the fun happen. You're like, I want to be in there doing something.
They tried that though. They tried combining the two.
Yeah.
God awful game.
What game was that?
It was like I think it's like Overlord or something along those lines, where you control Brutal Legend.
Yes.
That game with Jack Black in it.
Yep.
That is a combination.
I always wanted to play that. I never did.
I did.
I think Jordan would actually like that game because it meets his needs.
I wonder if that's in the backwards compatibility list. So, yeah, Australia is constantly restricted in getting games. And speaking of being restricted in gaming,
I was just thinking too. I was like, I wonder if I can get Brutal Legend on PC.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look while you
Search
tell
for
us
it on
about the
G2A.
Oh,
Got you, yeah.
all right. All right.
So there's been a lot of controversy lately with G2A. If you don't know what G2A is, it's a
We've just discovered it ourselves.
yeah, it's a online Steam, not just Steam, like general code reseller.
Yep.
So you can get codes for Xbox, you get codes for PlayStation, you get codes for Steam.
I buy my
Origin.
Xbox Live through there because it's so much cheaper.
It's always much cheaper
Yeah.
when
I
to go
got
to G2A.
I got 3 months of Xbox Live for $22.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess the premise is that people buy codes and they don't want them anymore, so they put them on G2A just to hopefully get
Sell.
some profit
Yeah.
back.
It's
off it.
eBay for game codes.
Yeah, essentially. And what ends up happening is people buy games when they're on sale for really cheap. So they're just selling it at a cheap price compared to like, I think I got a $9 game for $3 yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a very small example. You can get a lot bigger ones, like
Yeah.
big differences.
Brutal Legend Steam CD key
Is it global?
$6.29.
Oh, it's a bit much for me.
It's
I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel right now.
All right.
No, I'm
it's
kidding.
$6.
$6.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's insane.
yeah.
And this is why we're having trouble with it because people are buying from here instead of Steam. Is that right? Is that what's happening?
Not so much. Like developers don't seem to have an issue with this, aside from the fact that they are selling codes that were illegitimately acquired.
How could they acquire illegitimate codes?
Like
You know,
Stuff?
illegally and stuff.
Yeah.
Just not legal codes.
I'm
things.
not sure about that, to be honest.
Because if they were illegal codes, surely they'd be able to tell when you try and put them through.
Yeah.
So in your research, what did you discover?
I discovered that because this guy was at GDC earlier this week, the games.
Game Development Conference.
Yes,
Yep.
and he was the representative from G2A,
Yep.
and he was stuck there, and all these indie developers started heckling him.
Oh no! Is there
Yes.
is there vision of this?
I don't know. I didn't look that far into it, but the panel host kind of watched. He couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor guy. So the heckling was all about the sale of illegitimately acquired game keys that were either stolen or compromised through keygens or something like that.
Yeah, but keygens.
Keygens are pretty easy to deal with now, I think. But
I think so.
yeah, I guess for the smaller indie developers, it's still a lot of effort for them to go to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a similar sort of scenario to how my trail of thought just died instantly. Continue.
I'll pick up where you're saying.
No, I know it. I just remembered. It's the keys aren't generated by the company. I thought they were generated by Steam.
Oh. See, I'm not sure how people are stealing codes.
Yeah.
It's just apparently happening.
Okay.
Like, there's like a
You're
dark,
illegal.
yes. there's a dark web of Steam.
This is the second time, Mitch, that you pressured Jordan with questions, and it's just like, I don't know this answer.
You should do more
I
research.
kind of had the answer. there.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the representative and G2A have like kind of responded saying this is an issue they are working to fix. But realistically, when you think about it, you can't really control
No.
stolen keys.
No.
How
not
can you
really.
monitor that at all? Like, I don't know.
Like-
It's when you start seeing more keys redeemed and
How-
games sold, you start going, there's something wrong here, but you wouldn't be able to see.
Maybe their profits aren't coming. See, again, a few weeks ago we talked about how Steam was thinking of not allowing reviews from people who bought keys. So who
not
didn't buy
allowing.
keys? Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean that you buy through this, you don't get it? You don't get to if you buy
If
through
it's
this.
not a Steam key, it could be like a general
yeah,
game key because you can redeem codes through Steam.
yeah, or through other accounts like Humble Bundle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's only the indie developers that are in fault at the moment because they're the one that's heckling him, like for the entire thing.
I mean, wouldn't you?
because like G2A, if they're at the GDC as like someone who's a representative of G2A, that means
Yep.
they're well respected. There's
Actually,
nothing
the guy-
wrong with the G2A.
Apparently, the G2A guy was wearing a backwards snapback.
Oh, oh, okay. Maybe he deserved a little bit.
But yeah, after this, because they said we're trying to fix it, we don't really know what we can do about it, but we're looking into different things we can do. And the developers then started asking questions about the GTA's warranty G2A Shield
Don't do it.
because that essentially adds another
Layer of protection.
layer of guarantee. I guess you can get your money back if the code doesn't work or something like that.
Yeah.
That's about it. Really.
So why are they bringing Shield into question then?
Shield doesn't-
because
Shield-
Shield is just essentially generating more money for them.
Shield is just to give them more money.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
me, Shield doesn't really do anything for you. If someone is selling a key and their trusted thing is like 99%,
Yeah.
you know you're going to get the key.
Yeah.
You don't need to use the Shield.
No. And you wouldn't buy anything from anyone lower.
Exactly. So the Shield is just there to, give us more money to make off what you're buying.
Yeah.
So
It effectively works like a tip.
that's how it works.
And
That's how it works.
what made me laugh about this is just the representative there responded saying that something along the lines of, I don't have the exact quote, but he's like, we've got a lot of employees to pay, we've got families to feed. And I was like, so do developers, man. But I personally don't have an issue with G2A.
No.
I think it's fine. Like if they could get rid of the stolen codes so the developers getting their right amount of money, they should be. I'm fine with that. Because obviously someone's paying for these games at some point.
Somewhere. So
yeah,
the developers should still be getting their money.
Yeah. It's just the stolen, misplaced codes, I'll call it.
Well-
Someone sent the email to the wrong address.
Yeah.
A bunch of codes for
Yeah.
their game.
This
I don't know.
this could work on the same, it could be in the same vein as the piracy issue as well, where some developers are disappointed with not being able to get the pay. But it's the same with the G2A, as in the indie developers aren't getting what they want because everyone's buying them at such a lower price.
But those keys have to be paid for in some way, whether it's a sale or Like, unless the keygen is happening, especially through Steam, I don't think a Steam keygen can exist.
No, not really.
But that's what they're trying to accuse them of saying, as in like they're getting these keys illegally. Because how does someone sell a game?
Because essentially someone is trying to make profit off.
How do you make profit though if you're buying a game for say like $30 but selling it for 22?
If you buy it on a sale or in a pack or from a different country.
Oh yeah, okay. A sale, I can see it working.
Like if you bought, say, for
Insurgency
example,
was $4.99 the other day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it still is. But anyway,
you could buy a few gift codes,
yeah, you could buy that and then I guess
sell them.
sell it at its normal price.
Yep.
Or
Or-
maybe just a little bit under, so people feel like they're getting that little bit of a saving.
Yeah. Whereas you're making money off that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if, say, the Humble Bundle comes out,
Yeah.
you buy like 30 of the $1 copies
Yeah.
and then redeem one for yourself. And then you got 29 copies of 3 indie games that you paid $1 for, and you can sell them each for $2.
Yeah.
You're making a profit.
Yeah. Very small profit, but
It adds up, though.
yeah. So yeah, I was like GTA. I kind of classified as this grey market with their
Yeah.
business model, where
Yeah.
it's. I wrote the definition here. It's is the trade commodity through distribution channels that are legal but unintended by the original manufacturer. So that's the definition of a grey market, which I think pretty much suits them.
Yeah.
Like even though they try to deny it and try to separate themselves from it, it's pretty,
It's what they are.
yeah.
It wasn't intended to be like that. There's a lot of advertising. There's a lot of like giveaways and bundles and
Yeah.
stuff that they do. But it's just to hide like,
yeah. So we've all bought from G2A at some point.
yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I like to buy the 10 random keys. It's so much fun.
That's a real risk.
I got a game called The Fist of Jesus.
Awesome.
It's a beat 'em up. It's great.
He plays Jesus.
Yes, and you hit people with fish.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Don't not crosses or anything. Or...
No. I think the reference there is he fed 5,000 people with a
Yeah.
fish and a loaf of bread,
Yeah.
and now you're killing
Is the loaf of bread
5,000
like a
people.
special?
I
attack?
don't know. I didn't play it for more than like 30 seconds. I thought it was fun though. I was saving it for one of our recording sessions actually.
Yeah. So do you think businesses like G2A will continue to be legal, or do you think
I think they will be.
As
Like
this
they're not
goes
doing
on-
anything wrong.
no? Then they're not unless they're like secretly encouraging the sale of.
I agree that the shield is a bit sketchy.
Yeah.
But again, it's like this just feels like Uber a bit. Like
Okay. Yeah.
it's I have a car. I have too much fuel. Will you pay me for some of my fuel?
Yeah.
I will do what you need me to do, and you can see how trusted I am,
Yeah.
and I will give you the service you want for cheaper than competitors.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's very similar to things like eBay and Gumtree.
Yeah.
As well.
eBay doesn't have the kind of payment protection thing. Not
No, because you'd hope that you'd have that from the seller.
yeah,
eBay
and that's what
usually.
this is. It's
Like-
the same thing.
Like generally with anything you buy, there's always some form of warranty if it's faulty.
Exactly. Where this is a digital product, we haven't got that kind of safety.
Yeah. So you're running a risk, kind of.
A little bit, yeah.
Little bit of a risk, but if you're buying from trusted sellers, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
See, I'm with you, Mitch. As in, this is a eBay for games,
Yeah.
and it's nice to get the games cheaper than what the intended price
'Cause
is.
It's not like there's infinite stock of them at that price either.
No, there's always like only like 5 or 6, and then
Yeah.
the prices go up and go down. It's not always
Yeah.
a cheaper. I mean, it is always cheaper than buying it from the main people,
Yeah.
from what I've seen.
For us here, I think.
It is because it's AUD for us, which is nice
Yeah.
in a market where
Although I had to pay a
conversion fee.
a conversion, not a conversion fee, like a surcharge or something. through
Yeah.
PayPal. I used PayPal to buy my game
Oh,
last night.
but that's
And
the
it-
same.
And it cost me 63 cents. And I was like, oh my God.
It's a when you buy through PayPal, that's actually a so if you didn't pay that, the seller would have to pay that.
Oh, so it's a PayPal
That's
fee.
that's a PayPal fee. That's a service fee for using PayPal.
Okay.
And when you buy something on like Etsy or something and you pay like that,
Yeah.
the seller will often cover that.
Okay.
So it just gets deducted on their end from what you pay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. Well, that's right. I thought that was an interesting development.
yeah.
Like, Mr. Snapback. Hopefully,
I
he's
hope
all good.
hopefully his family is eating.
Yes. Well, that G2A Shield money.
Oh,
Don't get G2A Shield. If
I
you use
looked into
G2A,
it
don't
yesterday,
get it. Don't use
It's
it.
automatically ticked and stuff
is.
when you go through the thing.
yeah. You gotta pay.
And I was like,
It's like a stupid tax.
yeah. I was like, that would make my game $6, not $3. Excuse me.
I mean, it makes more sense if you're buying something that's like 80.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if I bought a year worth of Xbox Live, I would probably get Shield
Yeah.
just in case.
Even if the person's approval rating was like 99%.
Yeah, honestly, yes. Because if it was me, $80 is a lot of money, or $50 on
Yes,
there.
yeah.
I'd want to make sure that it's definitely going to be okay.
Sure.
And I would pay for that security. But if I was buying something that was $1.28, I'd be like, no, it's fine. You can steal $1 from me.
Yeah.
I might get a game, I might not. Yeah. So go to G2A, don't pirate, watch Star Wars.
Yes.
That's
a
our
good
message.
summary.
Play
Do
some
research.
StarCraft.
Well, thank you for listening to the Replay podcast. Remember,
Yes.
you can follow us at ReplayAU.
On Twitter.
On Twitter.
And on Facebook, I think.
Just Facebook.
Facebook.com/replayau.
Okay,
Ah.
there you go. And or our individual Twitter accounts. Mine is at Joel's Voice.
Mine's at Nimble.
And I'm at Jordan Do Things. If you're listening on stream, it'll be right there in front of you.
Yeah. Or on YouTube, because we have
Yes.
YouTube now.
Yes. We've
Well,
always had YouTube.
We started on YouTube, I'm sorry.
If you want to watch us play games, we're on YouTube. But
Yeah, we haven't done that for a while.
No, we haven't done that.
It's
in
so
months.
sad.
No, there's a lot of things going on at the moment, and we're all trying to get ready.
Yeah. The reason we were able to do that is because that was our assessment.
Yes.
So all of you at uni, if you want to do a Let's Play channel, go to USQ. Proudly brought to you by USQ.
Right. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.